Okay, we're going to change the control box here, and we've got the replacement one right here to go on it. All the pieces except for the wires just needs to be connected. So Mark has already disconnected this here, and we got to disconnect on this side and unhook the wires. Of course, first thing we did was through the breaker. Turn the breaker off. That's going to be the first thing. You can see there's a little ring right here that was screwed on, and Mark just took a screwdriver and pressed and turned it. There's one on both sides that has to be removed, and now we have to disconnect all the wires off the top.
Do we have a crescent wrench?
You want a crescent wrench?
Yeah.
I don't have one over here. Let me go get one out of the other toolkit.
Okay.
Here on the bottom, we've got a little pipe going down to the pressure relief valve there, and got to disconnect that one. Woo!
Get some pressure on it.
So,
let that pressure get up there.
got to let the water run out of this tank here and get some pressure off of that, and then we can install it on the bottom of the new one. In the meantime, we can disconnect all these wires on the top. Get a Phillips driver and disconnect those.
There we go.
All right, after we take all the wires off, then we're going to need to screw this back on. And so we're going to rewrap it with some Teflon tape here to get a good hold. This just gives it a good seal. And then we can screw that into the bottom of our new control box here. And basically we just try to capture some of that water in a bucket to use to help prime it afterwards, and let the pressure come off of it while we're getting the wires disconnected. And now I'm going to get this connected back up again. This will tell it when to kick on and off based on the pressure. Get it good and tight on there. Okay, there. 2 wrenches. Yeah. There we go.
All right. Let's see. Back in here.
Back in there, and the little locks are right over here in the old one. Let me get those for you. So the lock washers are handy little devices here. It's just hard to work in that little bitty space. I'll hold this one on for you.
Okay.
Alright. Now we gotta crank her down tight. I think we better keep our day job, Mark.
Yes, definitely.
But we're getting it working. That's the important thing. All right.
The good part, we didn't have to pay somebody to do it.
Yes. Now we got this other piece to put in here. Or did you want to do one side at a time? Didn't ask you, Mark.
Oh, I don't think it really matters there.
Nah. All right. Here's the little ring here. We'll dress it up, put its rings on right here. Oh, I see where you were struggling. This is
Yeah.
this is not so
Especially with
easy.
Especially with my big fingers.
Yeah, if you get it lined up right, it works a lot better. There we go.
Alright, we'll put a little snug on that.
Yeah, let's snug her down tight. Now we did take a picture, just in case you're wondering. Let me hold on to that while you tighten it, because this is moving and it's loosening it. We did take a picture of where all these wires went, which is always really important when using electrical. I think you're gonna have to tighten that one too, because they will surprise you.
I'm going the wrong way.
Yeah.
Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
Mm-hmm. Let me make sure I got it held up tight against it too, because it's...
I think that's got it.
Yeah, yeah. There we go. Now we got it. Now we better look at that picture. Make sure we get them matched up and get those wires lined up. All right, let's see. I'll flip the breaker. We'll see if it works.
Woohoo! It's working. We did it.
We did it! Woohoo! Oh, thank you, Lord. All right, so, and thank you, Mark. All right, so let's put some grease on that. I threw the breaker back off. So we'll put some grease on here.
I'll try not to cut you.
Thank you. All right, so we're going to put some grease on here. Now, when I talked about this with somebody, this was a little controversial, but this was recommended to me. We're just trying to keep the moisture out of it as much as we can. We'll get a new well house, and that'll help keep some of the moisture. But we live in the South. It's a high moisture content.
Good.
All right, we'll go turn it on, and we'll see what kind of sparks fly. All right, let's see what it does.
It's working. It's working.
All right. So let's see if it runs and cuts off. All right, let's see if the pressure's going up. No?
Okay. Yeah, we need to.
We may have to run.
Oh, wait a minute. There it goes. There it goes.
Is it moving?
Yeah. Yeah,
It just needed a few minutes to get going there.
Good.
So we're going to run this and see if it runs and shuts off like it's supposed to be. And if it does, well, we got it going. If it doesn't, well, we messed up somewhere. All right, got the electrical off. Got it all put together. I've got this electrical grease on where the points come together. Not necessarily on these electrical points, electrical connectors over here, but on the points. And you can see I just used the spark plug grease. And I'm going to put the cap onto this thing. Seems a little not quite solid, so let me go ahead and make sure we're good and solid. Yeah, kind of wiggles around as you're putting things together. Get the electrical cap, and you can see it has your information in the bottom of it. It's got a little screw piece here on the top. So we're going to seal this up good one issue we had with the points, with the connectors where the points were connecting together on this control box, is that when it would rain or be moisture, heavy moisture in the air, which is, this is South Alabama, so lots of high humidity. Usually it's 100% humidity. We would end up with, yes, giving me a little trouble here. Let's see. We would end up with them sticking and not running. And so we would have to come out here and bump on this, and it would, which is a little kind of rigged right there. So let me see if I've got it good and tight. I got it tight on that side. I'm having a little issues on this side. I'm gonna get that. All right, now we're ready to turn it back on, let it run, and I'll put the well house back over it.